Hey everyone, this is Jordan here with some crypto awareness. I wanted to try something new. I'm going to go ahead and use my Berminal account. Berminal is an app you can download. I'll include my download link below in the description. But it basically gathers news from all around the crypto sphere, if you will, and it shortens it, puts down the main points, and pushes it to the app. And there's a web interface as well as a app you can get on your phone. But I find it's a quick way to go through and get a lot of good information fast and concise. I'm going to go through this and just find some of the interesting news that's happened over the last day or two, maybe the last couple few. We'll see. There's a lot of news, so we'll see how far we get. I'll read some of these stories and see how they impact the cryptosphere. Let's see. We got Mike Novogratz discusses factors that lead to the tripling up of Ripple. No. Bug on Bitcoin. Oh yeah, so there was this recent bug on the Bitcoin core that would enable hackers to create Bitcoin. It was discovered on the 17th. This has been around for a couple of days. I believe now they've already released some patches, and I know I read a story earlier about how Digibyte had also released a patch for it already. So a lot of these big bugs and these big issues they find, they try to get fixed quick. And with the projects, especially like Bitcoin, obviously they try to fix that really fast. Let's see what else we got. Ethereum is maintaining its bullish trend. That's right, Ethereum hasn't really dropped much today. You can see up here, it's dropped 0.53% over the last 24 hours. So there's a lot of good things on this app. On the side over here, you can have different coins that you're tracking. They put some popular ones up here. I really like this app. Again, Ripple is maintaining its double-digit gains, surged by 11% earlier today. Yeah, Ripple's had some pretty good announcements. It seems like they might be actually the ones that lead this next run. It's already started, actually, it seems like. I know if you follow any of the more woo-woo side of crypto, like the Cliff High reports and stuff, and a couple of his reports back, it said that things will really start taking off once we get back around the fall equinox, which was September 1st through 21st, a couple days ago. So that's kind of when the market started taking off. So crypto's role, a decade since the financial crash. It's speculated that the 2008 financial crash was what motivated the creation of Bitcoin. It came out in 2009. They say that was the motivation, but from what it was, and go back to cypherpunks, it was established before that, but that's kind of when it was really brought to the forefront. It's like, yeah, we need to get rid of these bankers. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, Digibyte team releases the update fixing the UTXO blockchain vulnerability. Blockchain.com files a complaint against the copycat website. So there's a blockchain.com. It's a pretty well-known online web wallet, pretty trusted. Apparently there's a new company. It used to be the old Insta Wallet company, or Paymium, I guess back in, I think, 2013. There was a hack and the users' funds got stolen, but now they've launched a new website with the domain of blockchain.io. I'm trying to play off of blockchain.com's reputation and their built-up namesake. So be careful of that. Don't invest in the blockchain.io. Well, that's not investment advice. I take that back. You do what you want. I wouldn't invest personally in the blockchain.io ICO, I believe they got going on. Ripple's continuing its trend, I think. Where did I just see that? Ooh, that's what we're watching now. Oh, it's not there. Yeah, there's Ripple, 57 cents. The Neo name service, they've not announced their mainnet launch. It's coming up on October 9th. They will have, for the users and the testers, there will be a two-week domain name mining period from October 9th through October 22nd. But there's only a max of 10% of the Neo named coin that will be distributed to the mining, so the rest will be open to people after that point. Let's see, Bitcoin glyphs are now available on Apple iOS, so you can, on the shortcut apps, you can go over there and it's a couple little Bitcoin glyphs. That might not seem big news to a lot of people, but it is. Apple doesn't do anything just willy-nilly. And for them to be adding stuff, taking the time to add anything, is either that it was really, really requested, or they felt like doing it, and it was something that their product, but Bitcoin's not their product. So I imagine they were getting a lot of requests for it. So that's probably what happened with that. Neo has announced a bug vulnerability program, and I guess before there was no official program, but they had been. Whenever somebody had found a bug on the Neo platform, they would get rewarded of some sort from Neo. But now they've made it official, and certain amounts of Neo will be given to dependent on the severity of the vulnerability discovered by any would-be white hats out there. Let's see what else we got. A slight pullback. So we're getting a little further back in time now, going down this list. Swiss bankers. Study. Tether has no significant impact on Bitcoin price. I guess that'll throw Bix Weir off of his, or he'll probably be like, that's not true, which, who knows. All these different stories out there about people, or that, not about people, but what people are saying. There was that story about competitors that Charlie released that tweet storm the other day, probably like 11 tweets in a row, answering different challenges that have recently been released in regards to Litecoin. I was actually at the Litecoin Summit. I had a good time. I think that there's a lot of hope for Litecoin and potential to be paired with Bitcoin, and with the Lightning Network be kind of the means of exchange paired in. Bitcoin will be the store of value. VeChain, it's a good, in my opinion, it's a good project. At least for the next couple of years, they got a lot of deals going through. They have a whole deal where they were kind of implemented in a province in China earlier in the year. Lots of good partnerships, and you knew where you're getting to go with the Chinese government. They can just tell people to implement you, so there you go. Mike Novogratz, Bitcoin to go up by 30% before the year end. Man, they just jump all around with their price predictions. But yeah, he's the perma bull when it comes to Bitcoin. I think it's going to go up as well. Starting to. We do not want it to go up too fast, too soon. Last year we saw what happens when that happens, right? Fargo coin. It's a new one. My mom would probably like that. She's from North Dakota. Singapore is gradually transforming into Asia's blockchain hub. Yeah, a lot of companies are actually establishing in Singapore. There was one that just announced that they chose Singapore over the Bahamas. I watch so many different blockchain videos, it's hard to keep track. But yeah, Singapore. Oh yeah, and especially because of a lot of the fintech developments going on over there. So I know, especially last year when it was still a little looser and not so much regulatory focus, even a lot of companies were just setting up their ICOs and stuff in Singapore because it was a little less risky. Let's see. Okay, Exchange defends volumes, launches Happy Friday trading promotion. Zcash chief Zuko Wilcox urges community to switch from CoinMarketCap to on-chain FX. You know, there has been several scandals related to CoinMarketCap, saying that they kind of will allow different coins up there if certain coins don't give them any affection or whatever. They might not even get listed on the CoinMarketCap. It can be difficult to get on there. And they'll occasionally a random project will pop up into the top 100 for a day or two, and some people discuss that might be because CoinMarketCap is allowing them to get a little more time in the spotlight, if you know what I'm saying. This is all speculation rumors, just let you know the different rumors going on in the crypto space, because that's crypto awareness, right? Let's see what else we got going on here. Colorado unveils crypto-friendly guidelines for non-fiat crypto transactions. The state of Colorado is looking to strengthen its position for blockchain innovation. More recently, state officials, including the Attorney General and Division of Banking, have decided there is no need for cryptocurrency exchanges to hold money transmission license for non-fiat crypto transactions. It is a far cry from the position of New York State AG, whose controversial crypto exchange regulatory report has sent shockwaves through the industry. Colorado has the opposite effect, with Shapeshift CEO Eric Voorhees characterizing the guidance as excellent. He tweeted, "By exempting crypto companies from expensive and burdensome licensing, it will help encourage them to serve customers or base themselves in the state." So apparently Colorado and states like California, hopefully they accepted marijuana, now they're more quick to adopt the cryptocurrencies. Hopefully any kind of adoption, especially on a state level, is good for the whole space. So let's hope for more stories like that. Demand for blockchain is still strong despite the bear market, and that's for sure. There's not really, hasn't been able to get below a price of $6,200 for Bitcoin and around $50 for Litecoin. Every time it gets around there, it seems like then it's just somebody on the exchange trading back and forth themselves, trying to drive the price lower, but they're really just losing money on exchange fees at that point. So Luna's declined by 10%. It's up a little bit right now, I believe. Again, some of these are getting a little bit earlier. CoinSquare announces the listing of blockchain ETF on Toronto Stock Exchange. CoinSquare's portfolio management division, Coin Capital, has announced the listing of blockchain ETF on Toronto Stock Exchange. These are the Stocks Blockchain Patents Innovation Index Fund and Stocks BRAIN Index Fund. According to CoinSquare, the two ETFs commenced trading on the Toronto Stock Exchange this morning. LDGR focuses on global equity securities of companies which invest in blockchain tech. Think will invest in equity securities in companies that focus on artificial intelligence. So even though we get this news from the SEC here, showing us that they are canceling, or they're not canceling, they're postponing their decisions till, I think it's all the way to like this, the end of this September, or December, what the hell is that, Jordan? It's December. Places like Canada to the north and many other countries around the world are way ahead of us. We need to kind of get on the ball. I think there was plans to launch it sooner, but something happened. Because, like, if you look back in the past, whenever they did one of these announcements with the ETF, the price fell, the market fell. And that's the thing. The other day they did this one, especially everyone was expecting a good decision on the CBOE, right? That's like the CBOE is in the club. So the SEC comes out and releases it saying, no, we're not going to decide right now. We want more opinions. We'll decide later. And they push it off. And you're expecting the price to go down. But almost right at that time, the price starts taking off. And that's when it started taking off in this most recent run. And it's not slowing down. Like if you look up here, yeah, right here. Stellar's up 13.8%. EOS is up a percent on the day. Litecoin's up 5%, trading at 61.29. I know the Altitude Trader guys, they said they gave the sell order the other day at $55 for that one. So hope not everybody followed their advice. Cardano's up 10%, Dash 4%, Neo's up at 5.3. Yeah, we got some good proof. Maker's up 14.88%. Zcash is at 8.7%. Bitcoin Dark 10.7. So yeah, there's a lot going on. EOS is having a nice little bounce. What else? Any good news I see here? It's getting a little long for. If nobody's checked out Zeepin, It's a program. It's a platform. I got a little bit of coin, and you can go. There's a Crypto Galaxy app that they have. It's still kind of in its testing phase. It's not on any Google Store or app or the iOS store, but you can go download it through the website, and you get like they have planets, and you can mine on a planet until you get the Gala, which is kind of like for the Zebin ecosystem. Gala is like gas to Neo's ecosystem, and you can generate it in different ways apparently, and one of them is mining it on these different planets. And you can you mine emeralds, and then you actually convert them for Gala. And if you hold your Zeepin on the Gala app wallet, you can generate no, on the Galaxy app wallet, you generate Gala daily. So they're trying to build an app, I believe, or a platform and app for creatives, especially people that design little app games for phones and stuff like that. But it seems like everything's moving to a more digital version. Like we're humans, we like to collect things, and the humans the last 50 years have made a lot of things to collect, and then a lot of them get thrown away, so it's wasteful, and there's not enough stuff for us to keep making things to collect. But we're humans that like to collect things, right? So they're making things for us to collect that are in digital form because they don't take up space, but we still get to feed our need to collect. So that's what's happening. They're kind of going to feed all these human needs, but because we're taking up too much stuff in the human world, they're putting it in a digital world. Welcome to the like a fifth dimension of it's a digital world they're creating. You kind of have to wrap your mind around the fact that they're actually building an infrastructure. It's just a digital form. But one day, I suppose you'll put on a pair of glasses and it'll just plug you right in, and it'll be like talking on your phone is to us. That's probably a long ways in the future. Who knows? Anyways, but yeah, check out the Zeepin tangent, right? Let's see. Yeah, that's about it. So, again, this is Jordan. A little bit of your crypto awareness for the day. There's a big change coming. Again, I think I said it in a number of other videos, but barring the collapse of the electrical grid, which would then take down the internet, I don't see us going back to more metal coins and paper bills as a form of global transaction. And the old banking system's kind of crumbling. And if it doesn't crumble, I don't think it deserves our support anymore because they just kind of keep taking everybody's money and making themselves and their friends rich while we all kind of do all the work. So if you want to be in a little bit more control of your personal power, personal wealth, and all that jazz, I'm not giving you investment advice here, but check out some cryptocurrencies. You can go to CoinMarketCap, check out the top 100. A lot of those are going to do really well over the next period. You can come by my channel and check out more videos in the future, and I'll give you a little more insight into which ones I think might perform a little better. But that's where it stands right now. That's your dose of crypto awareness. You guys take care.